greatest king came to power, Ten Kamini, known as the king who rode out twice a day, every day. He would ride out among his people and administer justice. He would hold court wherever people thought an injustice had been done. And no one was obliged to move from his presence until that person was satisfied that justice in his case had been done. And the king was obliged to stay there until that person was satisfied. And the lowliest person could petition the king in his case. If he thought he had a case, the lowliest person could petition the king. This was democracy even to excess. This was a royal monarchy. You see, what you have to understand, Africans didn't preach about democracy. They just gave it. They never used the word. They just administered it. See, in the second time, he would dress in royal regalia, dogs with gold collars, and men walking behind the horse. These were the men of the mat. Just in case the horse gets a little tired, these mats were silk and brocade. And the horse get a little tired, all the men had to do is lay down the mat so the horse could rest. The kings were better dressed than the horses were better dressed than the kings of Europe. Splendor. They said he had men with gold, with clumps of gold so large, they had a loop in the gold. When they want to steady the horse, they put down the gold and put the loop under the gold. The horse could stay there till he tended to business. There was so much gold that all the big hunks of gold were brought to the king. People could keep the little pieces. They had no commercial use for some of the gold. There was so much of it. See, that's why people came and envied our gold. This is what I keep repeating. That we have always been the world's richest people. Rich in culture, rich in material, and rich in spirit. This is why we didn't build no great churches and cathedrals. We didn't have to build churches and cathedrals. All life was our cathedral. We celebrated everything. And we respected life so much, we didn't even step on a cockroach. All living things are part of the celebration of life. A tree was part of our holiness. So we created spirituality. And the spirituality began to challenge when other people came along and created religion and began to commercialize on it. And what we have to get back and what has saved us as a people is our spirituality. See, when people created religions, they put it in a container. And they put some restrictive rules around it, but we were obeying these rules all along. We never said, I'm my brother's keeper. We just kept it. We didn't say that my brother died, I got to make sure his wife did. We just did it. And it wasn't a Sunday go to meeting thing. It was an all-day thing. You see, it was the spirituality of that society that maintained it. But maintained it all of the time. And this is what the foreigners didn't understand. And this is what Islam did not understand then and does not understand now. This is what the misconception of Christianity of that time did not understand then and does not understand now. This is what we have to get back. This is what we must infuse in other things. All right, now, my main point here is that during the period of Ten Committees, this is its high point of achievement as a great nation state controlling the trade routes to the north, controlling the gold trade from the north to the south. It was during this time that Islam that had conquered the kingdom of the Susus, now Mauritania, began to envy this state that they could not convert to Islam. Failing to convert it to Islam, they decided to destroy it. Finally, the royal house of the Lemtunu decided to mount an invasion of Ghana. This invasion happened 1076. But Abu Bakr led this invasion. It was a success. He occupied Ghana for 10 years. Then his co-religionists got in trouble. Already, a bunch of religious fanatics called the Almoravids, created by another religious fanatic, Yusuf bin Tishfan, had joined the group in Spain. And that group, now in trouble, called for help. When Abu Bakr tried to pull the army out of Ghana to help the co-religionists in Spain, Abu Bakr died. Ghana regained her independence, but did not regain her strength. It would never be the same again. So therefore, Ghana, stripped of its ancient glory, continued to exist, but its strength is gone. Its great king, Tenkamenim, is dead, and the Susus began to prey on a neighboring state called Mali. When they invaded the neighboring state under a general called Samanguru, they killed all the members of the royal family except a crippled boy, Sundiata Keta, whose royal name was Mario Jetta. This crippled boy grew up brooding over the loss of his family and swearing that one day he will avenge the wrong done to his family. The Susus thought that he will not amount to anything and that they could make a puppet out of him. They were wrong. He grew up to be very strong and to challenge them. And one day he was called the Lion Prince. The important thing about Sundiata, the important thing about the African doctors of that day, that this boy, born crippled, was cured by African doctors, grew up strong and healthy, and drove the Susus from his country, consolidated his country, and took over all of the land area that once was Ghana. Now you see the consolidation of a large land area, that you see what used to be Ghana becoming part of Mali,